Games of Summer Day 5, the final trial, the shooting range. 40 targets, 30 seconds, but with an accuracy bonus to help. For 100%, you'll get a free 5 seconds. If you go above that with some collaterals, you can get a couple extra seconds. All you need for this trial is a good route planned out. So of course I'll show you mine, but I do encourage you to walk around the arena and explore other options. Shooting range trials are not on rails at all. You can go anywhere you want, get creative, line them up in different ways. But alright, I'll step through the route I came up with, first in slow mode, then I'll speed it up. And I recommend practicing that way too. For the purposes of this, I'll take the AK and the M19, but if you get comfortable enough to go double sidearm, then absolutely go for it. It's great to have the extra strafe, sprint out, and ADS time. So step 1, I'm going to do a jump to this happy little plant, the close one out of that group of 3. There we go. And I want it to be here because that'll give a collat right there. Take that out and continue shooting the few in that mid area as we start to walk forward. Take out the 2 under the stairs, then look right over at the container doorway to get that, and now we've walked enough to have these lined up for a collat. Doesn't matter which one, just take one of those and shoot the other. Continuing to walk, we'll get these 2 lined up for a collat, and we'll pause here for a sec, take out the top one in the tunnel, and then to the right, you're going to see 2 lined up pretty well. Aim for the middle and get both of those. Then we're going to crouch for this triple collat to the left. You can practice to see where they line up, just in the top right of the target that is closest to us, and we can get all 3 of those nicely. Turning around, make sure to remember that one in the other doorway, and we're going to walk around the corner and pause here again. Get the 1 easy collat right there. I could do more to line these up, but really not worth the time, so I'm just going to shoot everything in the area, get the 2 you can see through the tunnel, and then we're going to look up here and back up a tiny bit. This may not look like a collat, but if you get used to where to stand, you can see that it does line up with one behind it, so we'll shoot those and get the other there. Then we'll be moving back to the corner, get the 2 in the container, and the 2 there. You could line those up for collaterals, but no big deal, you don't need to spend the time doing that. Now we're just going to swap, get the 1 in the middle there, and finish off lining up a couple of these for collaterals. These are the final 5 targets, assuming you didn't miss any. That is the run I developed, so now I'll play that at normal speed. Again, there's no way that this plan I came up with in the first half an hour of exploring the course is the best route out there. That just isn't possible. There are so many other ways you can go, thousands of ways you could approach this. It's totally open. I aimed for something that was a balance of fast, but also simple to remember and execute, without too much flicking aim around like crazy. You just have to walk down one half of the map, pausing in several places to line up some shots. So hopefully this is a helpful route for people struggling with gold. Over time, as we start to see some world record runs come out, maybe we'll see some more creative routes you could also try to adapt. So there's that run there. I'd say I wasn't sprinting around like crazy. I walked through the whole midsection, and that left me with 10 seconds to play with. And I did mention the double sidearm as well. When I went in with those, that immediately got me a faster time because they do have all those mobility and handling advantages. So if you're confident with those, then go for it. There isn't much else to this. To repeat some advice, I do think you should practice the route in slow mode before going for a time. Just walk around, getting used to the positions and angles, and that goes for any route. It doesn't have to be mine, could be some world record you see, or if you want to develop your own path. Unlike the gun course or marksman trials, you don't have to be moving quickly to get all the right collaterals, because these targets ain't moving. I do also want to add though that the collaterals are not that important in this trial. If you're spending too much time lining them up, then you're not getting anything out of them. If you slightly miss one, you can just shoot twice and be fine. The time you save at the end is not a lot, but in theory they are good to go for, because you also only need to aim and shoot once for multiple targets. Also, if you do want to go double sidearm, you'll need to save some ammo. So best of luck with that, and any trials you may still be working on. There's still a whole week left to get all the golds to earn this basic Grau. For me, it was always just about enjoying the challenge of it, but I guess that's crazy talk to everyone who hates these things with an extreme passion. Also, I briefly showed the leaderboards before, but didn't talk about them. Some people were asking how they work. You just have to select a trial and then hit leaderboard, and it'll come up for that trial. And it looks like it's sorted by the single best gold medal times, and then it shows the other top 2 runner-up times in that region. This is a very Olympics-y event, after all, and it adds those together for an aggregate country time. So even though Germany has the parkour world record, the US has a better average time out of their top 3 people than Germany and Russia. It's kind of cool to see people representing their region, a little more interesting than only listing the best times. I didn't think I'd be competing for any leaderboard times, but I was very surprised to see I'm not far off. I put a few hours into the marksman challenge, got a 662, which I was pretty happy with, and according to this leaderboard, that's number 2 in the world. but that can't be true because I've seen videos with higher scores than these. It looks like this leaderboard hasn't updated in a while. Maybe after it updates, I'll still have Canadian bronze or something. And then also the Price is Alley. I only put like 15 minutes in this one, but apparently 14.7 is not that far off some of these bronzes either. I could grind that a bit and get Canada silver maybe. Anyway, hopefully some of you enjoyed this event, and hopefully the rest did not break too many controllers. The number of comments about broken controllers, my lord. I thought this was a cool, unique event. I like a challenge. I like challenging trials. Now maybe to really prove myself, I'll just have to go through and get every gold with a controller. That could be a disaster. Might be fun though. Alright, good luck with your remaining trials. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.